So let me start right off and just tell you about the number one problem with Upwork that I think most people go through, and then how you can go about solving that problem. And I'll just do that with a quick story. So when I first started off on Upwork, I went through what I think most people go through, which is you get on Upwork, it's this huge platform, there's all this work, there's all this potential, and you get really excited about, in your mind, what you think you might be able to make from this platform. And so you go out and you bid on a bunch of jobs, you blow all your connects in about 2 or 3 days, nobody responds, and you get really frustrated and you really don't know what to do from there. So that's the number one thing that people deal with, the number one problem. And the solution for me was I started doing a bunch of research once this happened to me. And I happened across these 2 blog posts where Upwork described in detail how its algorithms work. Now, they've since deleted these because it's become such a huge platform, they would never put this sort of information out there. But I happened to stumble across it when it was still smaller, and they explained just all the factors and exactly how it works and really what you need to do in order to rank higher in searches, suggested freelancer lists, category, all that stuff. They explain it in detail. And so there's 2 really main factors that you need to pay attention to. And so my Freelancing on Upwork course walks through what that is and shows you what I learned that day and how to build your profile in such a way to take advantage of those algorithms. Now, you may not know who I am, but my name is John Morris, and I've been a freelance developer for 15 years. I started out on Upwork. I've now since taught over 5,000 students here on Skillshare. I'm the creator of the number 3 freelance class on all of Skillshare, which happens to be this course at this particular time. I'm probably best known as a freelancer for my work with Inc. Magazine, their Business Owners Council. I worked with Tim Ferriss on some stuff for his 4-Hour Body, New York Times bestselling author Michael Hyatt and his Platform University, Lewis Howes. There's a number of others out there. But I'm married. I have 3 kids. I live in the Ozarks in Missouri. My wife and I are building our forever home, as you can see from the construction behind me. But like I said, this class is all about turning Upwork into sort of your personal client getting machine, which I know sounds a bit hypey, but I think you'll see once the largest freelancing platform in the world, like you start ranking well over there and it kind of starts turning towards you as someone who's a good freelancer, it gets a little crazy what happens in terms of jobs you get invited to and that sort of thing. So it really does start to feel that way a little bit. Anyway, inside, I'll teach you sort of the counterintuitive way that Upwork's algorithms work and how to build your profile to take advantage of those so you can consistently rank higher on Upwork. And that's really the main thrust of this course and the very first part of this course. But then on top of that, I'm also going to teach you how to go out and find the best jobs so you're not just relying on invites. So go out and find the best jobs from the best clients to sift through some of the junk that's on there, because there is. How to write your proposals, how to game Upwork's algorithms for your benefit. So I'm going to talk about a strategy that I used to get clients and to again, game Upwork's algorithms that have nothing to do with Upwork. And it's not anything that's going to get you kicked. In fact, Upwork will love that you're doing this. You'll see what I mean. And then my goal for you is for you to then use these skills to build a profitable and reliable income with projects from Upwork. Now, this is an introductory Upwork course, so you don't need to have gone through a lot of stuff either. It's designed for absolute beginners. So if you're new to Upwork, this is where you should start. This is for freelancers, side hustlers, or really just anybody who wants to build a business or income outside of their regular 9-to-5. What you'll learn can be applied whether you're a web developer like me. None of this is specific to freelance web developers, but of course, if you are one, it'll apply, or you're a graphic designer, a writer, whatever kind of freelancing you're doing. I've had successful students from all different industries, so you can apply it no matter what kind of freelancing you do. And by the end of the class, my goal is for you to really understand Upwork and exactly what you need to do in order to get it to bring you as much work as you want, so that you can build a sustainable freelance business and you don't have all this guesswork and all this frustration in working with Upwork. So that's it. If all that sounds good, let's jump in.